Last time on Super, it was revealed Merus is in fact an angel and possibly breaking divine law by helping Goku the way he is. Watch the previous 17 episodes if you want to know more.
Merus' true identity.
On the house atop the jellyfish that is Zeno's palace, Whis and the Grand Priest continue. The latter explains how he dispatched his trainee angel, Merus, to Universe 7 so he might learn how the way things are and broaden his perspective. Furthering, we angels must act impartially. Beyond that single law, there are no restrictions on what we can or cannot do. He enlisting in the Galactic Patrol seemed a decent choice, as it would allow him to observe the side of good and virtue. But alas. Finishing the statement, he suggests, he seems to have gained a bias. Just so. Any further involvement would make him in violation of our code, meaning he hasn't quite broken the rules, but is treading a very fine line. He is pushing the limits. The Grand Priest shall have to end Merus' tenure in the mortal realm. When Whis makes a bold request, Grand Priest, might you allow me to collect and deal with him on my own? Shocked, his father queries the meaning of this. Whis tells, his actions in the Galactic Patrol have been limited to fighting with mortal weapons. He hasn't used his angel abilities. And at the moment, all he is doing is training Goku, no more than that. Spectating in on this for himself, the Grand Priest has to agree. That's when the Universe 7 angel reveals that even he has taken it upon himself to train the mortals. But the minister smirks, that's only because he craved the food on Earth. Causing Whis to chortle, he's that transparent. The Elder resolves, very well, he has come perilously close, but he has not yet violated our laws. Go on. I leave Merus in your care. Happy with this result, Whis bows. His father further warns him to keep a close eye on that one, an instruction that is well understood. The Grand Priest believes that troublemaker or not, he doesn't wish to lose an angel. On planet Yardrat, we find Rico fiddling with a ship. He curses that he still can't get a hold of HQ. What's going on out in the galaxy? He hopes everyone's okay. As Yardrat falls outside the Galactic Patrol's jurisdiction, there's no way to communicate. Rico and Vegeta couldn't receive updates while here. When he notices something, a ship! Not just any ship. The pilot recognizes this one. We check back on Vegeta to see he's training restlessly. Babora compliments the prince on his wonderful spirit power. Vegeta's spirit is now more polished than Goku's and he managed to do it in no time. Who huffs? Of course! Kakarot's and I are not cut from the same cloth. His pride taking ever precedent. His mentor announces, now to begin teaching you our abilities. Something the Saiyan is elated to at last receive. Striking our hero with an unseen force. Was that a healing technique? That's good, or is one of their elder's signature moves is pretty great, huh? Vegeta wants to know if he can learn to perform such a move himself. But Babora laughs for him not to get ahead of himself. That's high-level stuff, and he's not there just yet. So, what can he do at this point? He's informed that first, the most fundamental basics. He will be taught instant teleportation. But instant teleportation is only the basics? That's like one of Goku's best moves. When an explosion interrupts him. Fearful, Hatsuko worries that he's sensing wicked spirits on the planet. Looks like they've got some unpleasant guests. When Rico comes scorching and screaming for Vegeta. It's bad! Moro's goons are here! The Saiyan grits his teeth, a little surprised they've made it out this far. As his mentor tries to tell him to wait, the prince queries, what now? He's cautioned that he is still in training. He needs to be mindful of how he wields that power. A little amiss. Another explosion rings out around the same area. Vegeta rushes in and instructs Rico to try to keep up. we find a band of convicts stirring up trouble. One in particular bears a remarkable resemblance to Zarbon. He remarks what a lovely planet this is, brimming with energy, one that is sure to please Lord Moro. As our heroes land, he wonders who this might be. Rico informs that's Yuzun, one of Sagambo's minions, as Vegeta announces Moro won't be making a meal of this planet. Yuzun laughs. Oh, you are! Yes, the Galactic Patrol member from Namek. So you fled all the way to this rock! Reaching into his pocket, he thinks Lord Moro ought to know about this. But not giving him a chance. However, Vegeta loses control of his ki and doesn't know what's happening. What the? Frying the henchman and his radio, he gawks. How dare you! With no warning! Looking at his hand, Vegeta wants to know what that was all about. Amara zips in and tells him to knock it off. Don't go wrecking the planet now. Although nobody actually lives in this city, still the point remains. Vegeta wants an explanation. The Elder reveals Vegeta has just witnessed his own nascent power. Curious what that means. Before your training here, your body and spirit were so off balance that you couldn't project your own power very well. So does this mean Vegeta's grown stronger since he arrived? Precisely, by leaps and bounds. Like Paibara said before, he's got to be mindful about that power. Still sizzling, the other convicts run over to Yuzun asking if he's okay. But he screams, "What are you fools staring at? Fight back!"
Now I'm mad! You won't get away with this!
When Yuzun transforms just like Zarbon, Asuka panics and starts making more clones of himself to boost intimidation. The fiend cackles.
Now that I've transformed, you're done for!
Rico cowers that he's never seen a transformation before. However, Vegeta's seen plenty like him. This shouldn't be a problem. His opposite boasts.
Then why don't you try me? I'll spare Lord Moro the trouble of killing you.
Just as expected, the Saiyan knocks him to the ground with one blow and quips. Try you? I believe I just did. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Who exactly will you be killing? Lifting the whole building? Though maybe impressive to the Galactic Patrol, our hero merely tosses the building away without expending much effort. He iterates, "You're no match for me, so just stop. This is futile." But picking up yet another structure, the villain sneers.
Not a chance!
This one, it looks like he pumped up full of energy to harden it.
You're done for!
last kick destroying a building in its own right. Paibara drops his face as he told him not to wreck the place. And coming dangerously close to the cliff's edge. Vegeta has him cornered. I cannot allow you to return to Moro. But if you surrender and return to the Galactic Prison, I won't have to kill you. The Fiend huffs. Don't you fret. Lord Moro's next target isn't this planet. It's a place called Earth. What? Haunting news to the prince. Standing, Yuzun queries. Oh, that sure got you worked up. Could that be the planet you call home? Meanwhile, the convict ship slowly ascends towards him. Jumping in, Rico asks if he heard that right. Earth is on the menu? Appears so. That scum has his sights set on Earth already. And with our protagonist distracted, Yuzun figures he'll be taking his leave now. Hopping on the ship and hightailing it out of here. He waves off the duo with a giant smile. Rico curses him as the Saiyan takes aim. But quickly finds out he doesn't have to. Looks like Yuzun is about to pull a Frieza. What the heck? Structure he was using as a weapon earlier returns to the surface only to eradicate the ship he was trying to flee on. So guess he kind of ended himself. The situation's settling. Rico questions what now? Shouldn't they hurry back to Earth? But no, Earth remains untouched for now. But how can he tell? The Elder zips in to elaborate that honing one's spirit allows you to sense other spirits, even ones far, far away. The prince utters to Paibara that he's short on time. Instant teleportation won't cut it. He needs a technique capable of bringing down Moro. Hatsuka protests for him to show some respect. That's Elder Paibara to him. He can't go messing around with the order the lesson's coming. However, Paibara himself is fine with this. There's no point at all if he won't make it in time. What does Paibara have in store for Vegeta? What advanced technique does he plan on teaching him? And how will it help against Moro?